Hello, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon for all of you in Europe. Thank you all for joining us today. We are thrilled to have you here as we unveil the exciting new changes from Peel 3D. To kick things off, I'll introduce myself. I'm Gabrielle Williams, Sales Applications Engineer for the United States, and I'm joined here by Sebastian Nove, Marketing Manager, who will be helping me today by moderating the questions at the end of the presentation. Also online, we have Olivia Guerra, Business Development Team Manager, and Marcio Knapik, Sales Application Engineer, who will both assist me in answering questions at the end. So yes, before we begin, please note that you can write your questions in the available panel at any time during the presentation. We'll address them at the end of the session. Also, this presentation is being recorded, so it's not necessary to take notes unless, of course, you want to share this exciting news with your team before the recording is ready. These changes that we'll go over today have been carefully crafted to better align with your needs and the valuable feedback that you have been sharing with us here at Peel 3D. We are confident that these new updates will enable you to achieve even greater success with your Peel 3 scanners. All right, so let's get started. First, before going over the major Peel 3D changes, I'd like to talk a little bit about why we considered bringing in these exciting new items that you're soon about to see. When Peel first started as the entry-level brand of Creaform, many of us thought that you, our main customers, would be scanning items like what you see here on the left, artistic pieces, faces, sculptures, etc. And while many of you are focused on pieces like these, a resounding majority of you are more interested in CAD development and design. And many of you are businesses needing a solution that will allow you to scan an item and develop a CAD model in relation to the scan. Also, as we learned more about you, we realized that many of you during your Scan-to-CAD projects are spending only about 10 to 15% of the time scanning, while the other 85 to 90% is usually spent doing CAD processing work. So we decided to make things a lot easier for you, and that's what we'll be showing today. Also, in listening to your requests, we found a few places we could improve. For example, within Peel.CAD, it's not possible currently to import an STL, so we can't import CAD models, and we also can't import CAD models, therefore we can't compare the CAD to the scan to see how accurate your CAD truly is. Also, our merging tools can be a little confusing, and they lack a little bit of flexibility when you're in the guided workflow of Peel.OS. And it can sometimes be tricky to bounce between Scan and the Peel.CAD portion of the software. There's also room for improvement in the step-by-step guided workflow. Although the simplified version is easy for new users, these steps lack flexibility for those that are accustomed to the freedom of Peel.CAD or familiar with Creaform's VX model, now called Scan-to-CAD module. Many of you power users have stated that you miss the old Peel.CAD interface. So these are all things that we realized we could improve. As you may know, Peel3D is the entry-level brand of Creaform and the tech team, and innovation is at the heart of everything we do. As industry leaders, we at Creaform take pride in delivering precision, portability, and ease of use, enabling our customers to work faster, more efficiently, and with greater reliability. We strive to be the best in every market. So with that, we're proud to introduce you to Peel.OS Pro. For those of you that are familiar with the Peel.CAD or even VX Model from Creaform, you'll be pleased to know that everything available in VX Model is available in Peel.OS Pro. For our Peel.CAD users, this means you'll have all the old functionalities of Peel.CAD, but with some extra perks that we know you've had on your wish list. This platform with a new interface is designed to enhance the 3D scanning experience. Instead of being restricted only to a linear workflow like Peel.OS, Peel.OS Pro will have all the functionalities and presets as Peel.CAD and VX elements for more experienced users. You'll be able to set scan parameters with all the flexibility necessary, such as finalization options, shutter speed adjustment, flexible merging tools, scan templates, and flexible clipping planes, and with the brand new Peel colors. Everything needed to perform any scan project with ease and flexibility. And for those that still prefer it, you still have the ability to do your linear guided workflow. On top of our new scanning platform comes a new software for streamline reverse engineering, Peel.CAD Pro. This will easily be the best solution to get you from scan to CAD. Peel.CAD Pro is Peel.CAD, but with added key tools that will expand your abilities and address your challenges in your reverse engineering projects. I'm super excited to share that the tools I'm talking about are the ability to do some sketching as well as 3D modeling directly into our software environment. So on top of every single functionality that you already have from Peel.CAD, with Peel.CAD Pro, you'll have access to new tools for sketching and 3D modeling to help you go one step further into the reverse engineering process, allowing for a quicker workflow to go from scan data to usable CAD model. Now, what does Peel.CAD Pro look like? Well, you have a brand new and revamped interface and all the tools and functionalities specific to Peel.CAD, like the alignment entities and the tools to modify the mesh. Each toolbar can be collapsed, expanded, and then docked. And in the tree view on the left-hand side, you'll find a new node called Modeling, showing the items of your creation, whether they're some sketches or your solids that you're building. There's also the sequence of events that was made under the Timeline node. Every step of the timeline can be edited, and many powerful tools have been designed to help users easily extract scan data and create a CAD model. And that timeline is also at the bottom of the screen, where you can go back and forth between steps, allowing you to make changes to any operation when needed. Users can also compare the new CAD design with the actual mesh, allowing refining and making sure that reverse engineering is perfect the first time. On top of that, we're calling all SOLIDWORKS users, since the timeline operations can be exported directly, and all the operations will be seen as native components. You'll be able to continue your CAD development, make changes, or edit any previous sketch within SOLIDWORKS if you so choose. I'll share more in a bit, but for now, it's important to understand that the changes that we're making here in the software offering are proof to our ever-evolving platform, designed to enhance the 3D scanning experience year after year, and focus especially on the reverse engineering workflow. This was just a glimpse of what we can achieve, and we will constantly be looking for ways to improve our software so you can benefit from the changes. So let's get into the specifics. Even though this is a new module, all the existing benefits from Peel.CAD or VX Model still apply, such as the ability to extract features from scanned data, the alignment tools, the several mesh editing functionalities, and the complete set of selection tools. And on top of all that, we now go one step further in the reverse engineering workflow with a streamlined approach with simple but efficient sketching and modeling tools. To ensure you're getting the perfect fit, you can always verify the CAD model you're building matches your scanned part right within our software. At this point, you can export a basic solid CAD model to any CAD software of your choice, and for SOLIDWORKS users, you can export the timeline as well. This avoids unnecessary back and forth when editing your sketches later. Being able to do all this, scanning, sketch creation, CAD building, and CAD review within the same environment from beginning of your workflow to the end is something we're really excited to share. As a reminder, Peel.CAD Pro is the new module that comes with the installer of the new software called Peel.OS Pro. With this software, you'll have every single function from VX Elements and VX Model, now known as Creoform.os and its Scan-to-CAD module. And plus, you'll have the new tools for sketching and 3D modeling. Now let's see the reverse engineering tools that you'll be working with for a more complete solution. I'll list them off and then show a video to explain each item. So the sketching tools and the 3D modeling tools are obviously the main attractions here, but there are also some new features like quick entities that are available in Peel.CAD Pro that allow us to create multiple entities in a flash. Also, the entities that you can make will be able to be converted to surface or solid primitives at the creation, helping in the reverse engineering process. And all the steps made in Peel.CAD Pro can be transferred into SOLIDWORKS with our parametric direct transfer, which will be a game changer for SOLIDWORKS users. Often when creating a CAD model, we start with a sketch. So the Create Sketch button is most likely the very first step of a typical workflow. Once you click it, you'll be able to create cross sections, and the tools available will change to what you see here. These set of sketching tools include the amazing, simple Auto Sketch, my personal favorite. This Auto Sketch tool literally automatically sketches for you. Then you have 2D entities like lines, arcs, circles, and so on. There are also amazing constraint tools like the Smart Dimension, and then you have mirror patterns, corner trim, extend tool. You can also convert or copy a 2D entity from one sketch to another. And on top of all that, there are some optimized selection tools to make everything much easier. So we'll check those out a little later. Now, this is what the sketching interface looks like. Showing all the sketching tools we've just covered, we can see that in this example that the simple sketches are shown in blue, while items in green are the cross sections from which you base your sketches from. When a sketch profile is closed, it will turn light gray, like this, meaning that it can be given a thickness and turned into a solid. Once we have a sketch, we usually move on to the modeling toolbar, the exciting stuff. So this is where you'll find the tools to develop your basic CAD model, including the extrude, revolve, quick primitive creation, cut, boolean, mirror, fillet or chamfer, and the compare tools. When used properly, all the tools mentioned here can be combined to create parts that are quite complex, like this example, which can be transferred to any CAD software. As you might notice in the timeline below, there were quite a lot of steps to get the final result. And what's nice is that all of these steps can be transferred to SOLIDWORKS in just one click, thanks to our direct parametric transfer. Now, I've mentioned the word parametric a few times, but what exactly does it mean in the reverse engineering world? Let's cover a few keywords here. Parametric modeling means a design intent model is driven by parameters and constraints defined at each step. And changes to earlier features in the timeline automatically propagate through subsequent steps in the history-based timeline. So design intent is capturing and understanding how and why the part was designed the way it is. It's like seeing a part, realizing that the walls should probably be parallel, and then ensuring that they are. While a history-based timeline is a chronological list of operations or steps performed on the part. It allows users to revisit and edit earlier design steps and propagate the changes to the later operations. So overall, this is what a project would look like when working with the new Peel.OS Pro. We start off by scanning the part using a Peel.CAD Pro scanner. Then we clean the mesh and merge if necessary. Step 3, we extract the important geometries and align using Peel.CAD Pro tools, very important for your reverse engineering process. And then we create sketches with constraints and patterns as desired. Then step 5, we'll extrude or revolve sketches and make solids to create our 3D CAD model. In step 6, we'll compare CADs to our scan with a color map. And then step 7, we'll edit as necessary with the chronological timeline, depending on what that color map was showing us. And then lastly, we'll continue building in our desired CAD program if necessary. So Peel.CAD Pro is packed with key features designed to enhance and streamline any reverse engineering workflow. So here's a few highlights which I'll show in a CAD creation project in the next few slides. Quick entities. This feature will allow you to create multiple entities quickly and efficiently. It's perfect for speeding up the alignment and the segmenting your mesh with ease. Sketch on cross sections. With this feature, you can work seamlessly with the cross sections to precisely extract various entities directly on the scan data with simplicity. Auto Sketch. Auto Sketch automatically creates lines, arcs, saving time, delivering faster results. And you set the allowable deviation between the sketch and the cross section yourself. Compare tool. Validate your work in real time with the compare tool, ensuring accuracy and helping you refine the design as needed. All of these tools combine to make Peel.CAD Pro a powerful tool for reverse engineering, ensuring your workflow is not just efficient, but also precise and adaptable to any project. So let's see a complete project using those tools. Our Quick Entities feature is a game changer for segmenting the mesh into necessary entities. With each entity visualized in a unique color, you can create what you need with just one click, even selecting multiple at once for extra efficiency. This all-in-one tool automatically extracts what's needed using our best fit algorithms, taking data extraction to the next level. It's not only perfect for creating entities quickly, but also speeds up the alignment process, which is critical to any reverse engineering project. With the Z-axis alignment, we can extract a radial cross-section to create a clear and precise profile for sketching. The section is easy to visualize and can be resized to fit the desired area. One of the standout features here is the Auto Sketch command. This incredible time saver automatically extracts lines and arcs, speeding up the sketch creation process according to the allowable deviation that you decide. Another simple and efficient set of tools is the Add Constraint function. For anyone familiar with design intent, you know how time-consuming it can be to set all the relationships and constraints manually. So here, we can ensure our sketched lines are vertical, horizontal, concentric, and much more. We can ensure that these circles and lines are tangent to each other as well, and when paired with the wire selection tool, it can save time and improve accuracy. The sketching tools allow us to extract lines, arcs, and more from the 2D information. The process is straightforward as you simply hold the Control key as usual to make your selection and create the best fit primitive. From there, you can easily create a corner trim using the wire selection tool by clicking and dragging across multiple features, which personally I find much more efficient compared to clicking directly on individual lines. And once the profile is closed, the center automatically turns gray, indicating that it's ready for the next step, whether that's extruding or revolving. Now it's time for a simple step, revolving the previously selected profile. From there, we'll use our tools that we know, like the plane creation, using the selection tools and utilizing the color map to validate our selection. For this specific example, planes and cylinders must be constrained to the Z-axis from the alignment. Also, creating either a surface or a solid directly from the entity creation panel is now possible thanks to a new checkbox option. These planes and cylinders will come in handy in the following steps. From this point, we can use the created planes to cut the solid body accurately and to divide it into different sections, and then we can choose the sections that we want to keep. Once the solid is divided, we can merge the selected sections with the previously created cylinders using the Boolean operation. And in just a few clicks, we are one step closer to the finished part. So let's continue with the quick primitives, which is essentially the same as the quick entities, but it directly creates surfaces or solids. There is an option to constrain the planes to the nearest axis, which is yet another example of why the alignment is very important. Once again, we can use these surfaces created from the planes to cut our solid for the flat sides of this camshaft. When creating a 3D CAD model, having a clear view of accuracy is essential. That's where the compare feature comes in. It allows you to quickly identify areas that need refinement, ensuring your design aligns perfectly with the real-world object. And as you build your CAD model, the color map is automatically updated. Additionally, the timeline at the bottom of the 3D viewer is a powerful tool. It provides a clear way to showcase every step, to navigate seamlessly through the reverse engineering process, and if required, edit any action, even if the step was done previously. Once you've completed all necessary steps in the new Peel.CAD Pro module, you can transfer the entire timeline to SOLIDWORKS. Every sketch, every operation, everything you've done gets seamlessly transferred and remains fully editable, just as if it had been created directly within SOLIDWORKS. The key difference here is that the power of our mesh extraction tools from Peel.CAD Pro boosts productivity and accuracy. And that is the story of how this crankshaft was reverse engineered, thanks to Peel.CAD Pro. Now, let's review the different Peel workflows and solutions that we'll have. So number one, the Peel 3.OS, that's the first yellow line you see here. This is where a user can scan, align, and do basic improvements on the mesh, and then export it as an STL or OBJ file. This comes standard when you buy just the scanner alone. That's what you'll see as the Peel 3 on our website. Peel 3.CAD, the second line you see here. This is the Scan-to-CAD bridging solution that you're already familiar with, where the key benefits are the feature extraction of entities, surfaces, and cross-sections, and then being able to transfer those features to a CAD software to begin the CAD creation. Peel 3.CAD Pro, the last yellow line shown here, this is our newest solution where the new tools for sketching and modeling support CAD model creation, the ability to export your newly created solids into any CAD software, and direct transfer the timeline to SOLIDWORKS. And then here's a table showcasing the biggest differences between all three options. As you can see here, the Peel 3.CAD Pro is going to let you do everything that Peel 3.CAD can, and you can sketch, create a basic 3D CAD model, import STLs, import CAD models for referencing, and export 3D CAD models, and even their timelines into SOLIDWORKS. This is an exciting time to be a Peel 3 user with so many more tools and flexibility that Peel.CAD Pro has to offer. And we're only getting better from here as we'll be adding more tools with each major release. Here's another little example of a CAD creation project done in Peel.CAD Pro. This time we'll do just a flange section. After aligning the part, you'll create the sketch and extract information from the mesh. You choose a base plane and begin to create 2D entities based off of the cross-section. So holding the control key will allow you to create the best fit of circles and lines or other items. And after a few simple clicks, you'll have the overall shape of the desired section. The corner trim is especially useful to intersect lines and to close the profile. Then, one of the greatest tools in the sketching section is the create constraint command, where you'll lock 2D entities like these black lines and set constraints like keeping the circles and lines tangent or giving the circles an equal dimension. Then you can fine-tune your sketch and trim the unnecessary sketch segments. Once the sketch is complete, you'll be able to extrude your profile by clicking on the sketch with the control key, and then clicking again on the surface that you'd like the sketch to reach up to. And you can even adjust that thickness value if needed. Then you'll be able to validate your part, or your partially created CAD here, with the mesh using the compare tool and show the accuracy of what you've just made. If you or someone from your team would like to see more, we do have something for you. We do web demonstrations every Wednesday where we can answer any final questions you might have about this new software's capabilities. Just reach out to us at hello@peel-3d.com and request to be invited to our weekly web demo. Now, for those of you interested in using the Peel 3 in the academic field, we have some new Peel Academia items to cover. Peel Academia is our special offer for educational and research institutions. For only $8,990, academic institutions can benefit from the latest Creaform software and hardware to teach students 3D scanning, reverse engineering, and inspection. There are two options available. The multi-seat option that includes 50 licenses of the Scan-to-CAD Pro and inspection modules, allowing you to use your software from 50 different computers simultaneously. And the single seat option that includes one license of Scan-to-CAD Pro and inspection modules. This includes 2 years academia coverage on parts and labor, 5 years software upgrades, e-learning modules for the software, access to technical support 24/5 with remote assistance, and teaching kit covering 3D scanning, reverse engineering, and quality control. I know we've covered a lot, but don't worry, there is plenty of opportunities to learn exactly what we've covered today with the training tools that we'll be able to provide. Peel.OS Pro and its Scan-to-CAD module, Peel.CAD Pro, comes with all the training you'll need to master this new technology. First, e-learning. The homepage of the software has a direct link that sends you to the e-learning site so you can interactively learn how to use your new technology. Then there are tutorials. From the homepage of the software also, you can download so many easy to follow tutorials. Each tutorial comes with a mesh and instructions on how to complete that project. Videos. As you hover over many of the tools in the software, you'll notice little pop-up videos explaining what each major tool does. And finally, contextual help. As with every Creaform and Peel help section, the contextual help jumps to the exact tool you're currently using so that you can learn as you work. And lastly, we do have web training, which is not included in the purchase of the scanner, but this 2-hour web training with an application engineer can be purchased at any time through our website. Now for some VI Peel updates. Moving forward, all customers will benefit from the free software updates, including ensuring that you always have access to the latest features and improvements. This change is designed to provide you with greater value and more seamless experience. We believe this streamlined approach will enhance your overall satisfaction and support your long-term success. If you have any questions or need further clarification on the free software updates, please feel free to reach out. Reminder, if you are under the VI Peel Club, you have access to hardware repair coverage, discounts on accessories, and full exchange value if you ever want to upgrade your Peel 3 scanner to a Creaform scanner. All right, now let's talk about pricing. Now, if you've recently bought a Peel 3.CAD, don't fret. You still get to benefit from the new software without having to purchase an entirely new solution. For those of you that have the Peel 3.CAD already and only need to upgrade to the Pro software, for a limited time, it will only be $2,000 and to add all the new features shown today. This price will go up to $4,000 after June, so please reach out as soon as you can to let us know that you'd like to purchase the new Peel.CAD Pro software. Just let us know the serial number of your scanner. If you're new to the Peel 3 world and you're in love with the new exciting features that you saw today, you can go directly to our website and purchase the Peel 3 Pro.CAD for $11,990. Otherwise, reach out and ask for a quote if needed. These new prices reflect our commitment to provide competitive and accessible solutions to you, our customers. The Peel 3 Pro.CAD in particular offers advanced capabilities with the Peel.CAD Pro software, making it an excellent choice for professionals seeking high-performance tools. In case it's needed, we do offer financing, so please let us know if you need to take advantage of that. And note that our options now start at $5,990. So if you want more information, please visit our website to see everything available there. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you all for your attention. We hope you found this presentation valuable. Before we conclude, we'd love to hear your thoughts and your questions. So Sebastian, how's it looking? Do we have any questions available?
Yeah, to everyone, go ahead and ask any questions in the chat area. I do have a couple questions already. So what are the different native CAD export formats?
Okay, so yeah, so when you do export your CAD from the Peel.CAD Pro, You can export it as a step file or as an IGES file, and you can import it into any CAD software. And then, of course, for the SolidWorks users, you can import the entire timeline. So then from there, you can save it as a SolidWorks file too.
Is it possible to live export to another CAD?
To live export to another CAD. Um, no, currently not. Currently, it's only able to do the timeline to SolidWorks. But as time progresses and we see what the need of the market is, there's a chance that we might be able to add that in the future releases, depending on the need. Yeah.
Okay. Another question here is what are the requirements for PC?
The requirements for what?
For PC.
For PC, oh, okay, yes, it's the same exact thing as our Peel.CAD. So if you go to our website and you scroll all the way down to the bottom of a page, you'll see a link that says minimum system requirements, and those are the requirements for your laptop if you're gonna purchase a laptop for your scanner. Yep.
Okay. Will Peel.CAD Pro allow you to import external TL files?
Will Peel.CAD Pro allow you to import STLs? Is that what you said?
External STL files.
Yes, yeah, you can import any STL file at all. Yeah, so from
Okay.
any scanner as well.
Um, does Peel.CAD still offer direct transfers to SolidWorks, Solid Edge, Inventor, and F360?
Yeah, so pretty much everything that was in Peel.CAD previously, where you can export the entities, you can still do all of that. So yes, you can still export the planes, the cylinders, the circles. You just and then if you needed to export the CAD, you can do that as well, but it wouldn't be like a direct transfer for the CAD part. You would have to export the CAD and then import it back into Fusion or Inventor, for example.
Okay. Um, Another question here is, will the current guided workflow from Peel.CAD still be available?
Yes, yeah, yeah. So on the home page of the Peel.OS Pro, there will be a button at the top and it says basic guided workflow and small part guided workflow as well.
Okay. And I do have an accuracy question here. Are these new specifications from the scanner, is it better accuracy? Or could you speak a little bit on that?
Oh yes, okay, so yeah, for some of you guys might have noticed that our accuracy on our specification sheet is 0.05 millimeters. So that's a little bit different than what it was before. That's just because we realized that we were being a little bit too conservative as far as the R&D realized. And so R&D went back and they reviewed everything and they were able to state more, more accuracy on our scanners. And this includes everybody that has a PL3. Even if you have one now and you purchased it before, the accuracy is the same for all. Yeah.
Okay. I have a question here regarding STL files. Can you merge STL files if you import?
Yes, you can. Mhm.
Okay. Um, Here, is there a way to switch between the old and new upgraded software interfaces?
They're two separate softwares, so you can have both of them on your computer at the same time, but they're not interactive at all. So you're either in one or the other. So you could scan in one if you felt like it and do CAD work in the other one if you felt like it. But you don't like, they don't talk to each other, I guess is the answer there.
Okay. A question here regarding welds. Are there any special tools for recognizing welds?
Um, That's a good question. As far as I know, with our Peel software, that might be a good question for, I don't know, maybe Marcio, would you happen to know anything we could say about that?
No, not yet. We don't have any tool that can recognize the welds, but visible on the mesh, it's possible to visually see the weld on it. So, but you have to manually select or extract the weld.
Mhm. And then there we do have a software that if you are choosing to, if you need to inspect a part, for example, that's the inspection software from Creaform. So if needed, you can reach out to us in case that's something that's of interest to you, where you could compare like a CAD to a scan. So if you have a weld and it's only, maybe you have a CAD that shows where that should be in relation, you could do a comparison there with the inspection software. So, but just let us know if that's something that you need and we can help you out with that.
I have a couple software questions regarding how do we get the software and can the software be purchased without a scanner?
Oh, that's a good question about the without the scanner. So if you do need to reach out to us to purchase the software alone, please send us an email here. I put the slide back up with our email address right there. So reach out to us and let us know the scanner serial number that you have. So that way we can know which scanner needs to pertain to that. Um, as far as purchasing the software on its own without the scanner, I don't think we can. Marcio, do you happen to know, or Libya maybe?
Libya, do you want to answer that?
Can you repeat, Gabby, please?
Are we able to sell just the software alone if you don't have a scanner?
If normally we don't sell standalone licenses, so it has to be sold either with the scanner. Although if you have a Peel.2, let's say, and that you want to export an STL file and import it to Peel.CAD Pro, well, it will be possible. So reach out to us. It will be case by case.
Perfect. Thank you.
A question here, Gabrielle, for you. A couple years ago, I'm speaking as Derek. A couple years ago, I was supplied a sample scan from Peel and was unsuccessful in importing it into Inventor due to scan errors. Post-processing was required, which I found difficult to do. Does your new software more easily handle this post-processing?
Yeah, I'd have to see what exactly was happening with that specific scan. But maybe it's something that we needed to, pretty much all the cleaning tools available in Peel.CAD are also available in Peel.CAD Pro. So maybe that was a file that we just needed to do like a clean mesh on, and then that would have worked out. Or I know that some softwares also require you to decimate before sending the STL in. So that might have been my own experience, and I didn't know that at the time. But if you do decimate, I know Fusion, for example, likes it when you can use like 10,000 triangles instead of whatever million triangles you might have. And so we have a tool called Decimate that allows you to lower the triangle count. So I think that one's also maybe a case by case basis, but if you could also reach out to me and we can kind of figure out what was happening there.
A question regarding resellers. So can existing customers purchase through an authorized reseller as well? So this might be a question for Gabrielle or Libya.
So yes, I know it's come from IRA. So yes, if you work with an authorized distributor, yes, you can purchase through an authorized distributor.
Gabrielle, is it possible to keep accuracy on the part big 1 millimeter? I think he wrote 1 m, but 1 meter. Is that what he means?
Is
Part
it
bigger than
possible
one
to
meter.
accuracy on the part
Bigger than
below?
1 meter. Is it possible to keep accuracy on the part bigger than 1 millimeter?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. So the accuracy, it's a volumetric accuracy dependent on the size of the meter. And I actually don't have that value on me right now. Um, maybe Marcio, if you happen to have that accuracy value somewhere,
The
could you
volumetric
let us know what
accuracy,
it is?
yeah, the volumetric accuracy it's 0.1 millimeter per meter plus the 50 microns. That's the same value for the entire scan.
Okay, thank you.
I think we have time for two more, Gabrielle. So the first one, you previously showed that you could compare to CAD. What is the difference with inspection software? How powerful is the difference, the compare function inside Peel.CAD Pro?
Yeah, so with Peel.CAD Pro, you have the ability to compare that color map, and you have the option to see the highest deviation between there. Of course, you can also edit the color map and take screenshots for yourself. But with the inspection software, that goes one step further, where you can actually do GD&T callouts, like parallel, and then you can do like perpendicularity. You can tell the software what your tolerance requirements are. So if you have to have a diameter that's plus or minus zero point 5 millimeters, you would state that that's the value, and then the software would tell you whether those dimensions pass or fail. And then at the end, you can create a report that allows you to show exactly what your part is doing according to your dimensions that you might have from your 2D drawing, for example.
Okay. I'm gonna actually ask two questions because one I think is relatively quick. Does the Peel.CAD Pro require a yearly cost, or is it just a one-time purchase?
Just a one-time purchase. Just like everything else, it's just one-time purchase. And then if you decide to do like the VIP plan, you can, but that's up to you. But yeah, just a one-time cost of the $2,000 if you're upgrading, or the 11,990 if you're purchasing a new system altogether.
Okay. So we have a lot of questions, but I think we only have time for one more. So I'm just gonna ask this, and then from there, if you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to email us at hello@peel-3d.com. So can Peel.CAD Pro construct non-linear complex surfaces?
I don't know. Marcio, do you happen to know the answer to that?
We have the auto surfacing tools that you can extract the complex shapes of the of the scan data, and yeah, and that's I think that's the only tool we have that we can best fit a surface and extract the geometry of it.
Okay. Do you, faster than that. So one more question, Gabrielle, and then we're done.
Okay.
So can you check GD and T on the Peel.CAD Pro and create reports?
No, you cannot. That is for the inspection software. So if you do need GD&T, reach out to us, and we can explain a little bit more about the inspection software. That's a separate thing that you can do.
Okay, that's all the time for questions. Thanks, Gabrielle. I'll let you. Yes, thanks.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time.
And as Gabrielle mentioned, if you need any other questions answered, please email us at hello@peel-3d.com. We'll be more than happy to help with any questions you guys have.
Thank you. Bye bye.